Hey there, I'm Amy Connell. Welcome to Graced Health, the podcast for women who want simple and grace-filled ways to take care of themselves and enjoy a little chocolate in the process. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who wants you to know your movement, eating, and body don't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to do what you're called to do. Welcome to another Ask the Trainer episode where I answer questions you may have about your eating or movement or how they all work together in about 5 minutes, 5 to 7, something like that. Today's question is, my back is tight. What stretches can I do? By the way, I think I've mentioned this before, but these are almost always questions people have asked me. So this is one I get a lot. And of course, there are a lot of different resources, but since you probably have your earbuds in, however that may be, or you're driving, we're just going to go over this really quickly. And these are things that you can incorporate when you get home from the walk that you were on, or before you head out for the next one, or when you are just, when you've been sitting at your desk for so long and you're just really stiff, which, by the way, tune in next Thursday because we're going to talk all about stretches to do when you've been sitting for a long time. Shameless plug. But let's talk about your back. As I stand here, and yes, I do stand because I have a standing desk, but this is something I need to be doing. We all have we can get tight back muscles and it hurts. And, sometimes we just need to take a moment and pay a little bit of attention to it. So I want to give you 3 movements you can do. Now, of course, there are a lot more, but because I'm trying to keep within 5 to 7 minutes, we're just going to stick with those. The first one I recommend doing is go down to your hands and knees, place your hands directly below your shoulders and your knees directly below your hips. Engage your core, which means lace your rib cage together, pull your belly button back. Now, take your right hand and place it right above your left hand. So you have your hands kind of in a vertical position. Then push your hips back toward the right. So your right hip is going away from your right hand, which is on the left side of your body. In essence, you are going diagonally. This is really going to if you're doing this on the right side, you're going to feel a really great stretch in your lower right hand side of your back. And then obviously you can do that on the other side with your left hand above your right hand and push your left hip back. I call these diagonal child's pose. I don't know what the right term is. And quite honestly, I think this is one thing that maybe I just made up or came up with. I'm sure someone else came up with it beforehand, but I didn't like learn it anywhere. So I'm just naming it. That's the name, diagonal child's pose. While you're down there, let's go on to the second movement. From that kneeling position, curl your toes under, lift your hips up into the air. Now, you're going to be in an upside down V position. So your hands are on the floor, your feet are on the floor, and your hips are all the way up. Are you stretching your back here? No, you're actually stretching your hamstrings. Oftentimes, our hamstrings tighten up because they've been overused either from walking or running or sitting. When we are sedentary, that's overuse. Even though we're not really using it in a particular manner, we're still overusing some muscles. So stretching your hamstrings might actually be the secret sauce to loosening up your back. While you're there, take a few moments and bend one knee and straighten the other and pressing the other heel down to the ground. So what you're doing there is stretching your calf muscles a little bit. Then press both heels down and lift your hips up into the air just a little bit more. See if you can get maybe an inch more of height. I mean, just kind of see and meet your body wherever it is, but pull those hips up. And I want you to really hone in, get your mind on the muscles that you want stretching. So Focus on your hamstring muscles, the backs of your thighs. Focus on your back and the muscles there and elongating that. And I almost guarantee that you will notice a difference when you really pay attention. You know, we talk about the mind body. This is one of those. Really pay attention and visualize those muscles pulling away, lengthening out. And that's a great one to do to stretch your calves. That's a little bonus movement, by the way. And then your hamstrings as well. And then you'll also get your back when you really get your mind into stretching that out. Then go back down to your hands and knees. We're on our hands and knees a lot today. Go back down to your hands and knees for your third movement. Take your right hand up behind your right ear with your elbow out. So your elbow is going to be lateral, out, going to the side of your shoulder. Lift your shoulder up to the ceiling or sky or wherever you are, and then take your right elbow down through your or under your left armpit. This is a thoracic spinal rotation or a T-spine rotation. Now, should you hold it? You can if you want. If you're going to hold it for longer than 30 seconds, I recommend you waiting until the end of your workout. You don't want to relax your muscles before you work them out because we're trying to get them primed and ready. But do this on one side several times, maybe 5 times, maybe 10. How does it feel? What does it feel? What feels right to you? And then do the other side. Now, this is not a complete list, but I think it's a great place to get you started. And I would love to hear if this works for you or if you have another movement that you love doing when you have a tight back. So head over to the Graced Health community over on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Link is in the show notes. So I would love for you to join us over there and let me know if there is something else that you love to do. You can even put a video up there, put a live video. This is part of the beauty of a group. Okay, that is all for today. Go out there and have a great day.